Welcome to Working Through It, the podcast, where we speak up about the issues too often kept silent in women's lives. We're at Double E Family Research. The researcher is a registered mental health nurse, senior academic, and prescriber. And today's episode tackles a health transition that affects millions of women, yet remains vastly misunderstood, undersupported, and largely invisible in the workplace. Perimenopause. If you've ever found yourself second guessing your memory, overheating in meetings, waking in the night with anxiety, or simply wondering if you're not coping like you used to, this episode is for you. What is perimenopause? Perimenopause is the stage leading up to menopause when hormone levels begin to fluctuate. It typically starts in your 40s but can begin as early as your mid 30s, and it can last anywhere from 2 years to more than a decade. During this time, levels of estrogen and progesterone shift unpredictably, triggering a long list of symptoms including brain fog and forgetfulness, hot flushes, night sweats, and disrupted sleep, mood swings, anxiety and low mood, irregular or heavy periods, joint pain, exhaustion, and declining concentration. It's not just a few hot flushes. It's a complex systemic hormonal shift that affects physical, emotional, and cognitive well-being. The workplace toll. Now imagine trying to function in a professional role while managing those symptoms without acknowledgement, support, or even understanding. In the UK, over 4.5 million women aged 45 to 60 are currently in work. These are experienced professionals, managers, NHS staff, carers, scientists, business leaders who are often silently struggling. According to the Fawcett Society, 1 in 10 women have left work due to menopause-related symptoms. Nearly half say it has negatively impacted their performance, and the vast majority never disclose their symptoms to their employer. Why? Because we've created a culture where perimenopause is seen as personal, embarrassing, or even shameful, not as a legitimate occupational health issue. And if we're honest, if men experience these symptoms at this scale, we would have diagnostic tests, pharmaceutical investment, training for every line manager, and national awareness campaigns. But because it affects women and is linked to aging, it remains marginalized. The Japanese experience. Here's something surprising. Studies show that Japanese women report significantly fewer menopausal symptoms, especially hot flushes and emotional distress. So what's going on? Several factors may explain the difference. Diet. Traditional Japanese diets are rich in soy, which contains natural phytoestrogen plant-based compounds that mimic estrogen and may ease symptoms. Cultural perspective. In Japan, aging is often viewed with respect. Menopause is not framed as loss or decline, but as a natural life stage. Language. There is no direct term in Japanese for hot flush, which may reflect cultural differences in perception, expression, or experience. This reminds us that biology isn't the full story. Environment, food, stress, language, and cultural attitudes all shape how women experience and respond to hormonal changes. It means our systems, healthcare, workplace, education can change too, and change matters. A digital lifeline, social media communities. One of the most powerful shifts is happening online. Across Facebook, TikTok, Reddit, and private forums, women are sharing their symptoms, tracking their cycles, reviewing treatments, and crucially validating each other's experiences. Social media is now doing what many health services and workplaces have failed to do. Listen, this digital groundswell is rewriting the narrative. It's reminding women they're not broken, lazy, or losing their edge. They're navigating a physiological transformation, one most of us were never warned about. And while the internet is no substitute for medical care, it's become a vital lifeline, especially when medical advice is inconsistent or unavailable. What needs to change? So, what does change look like? Earlier, better education. Perimenopause should be part of the national curriculum, health education, and workplace training. Healthcare access. Women need knowledgeable GPs, affordable HRT, and support for mental health and lifestyle changes. Workplace recognition that means menopause, inclusive policies, flexible working, leave allowances, training for managers, and safe spaces to speak up. Cultural permission, we must shift the narrative. Perimenopause is not a personal failure, it's a life stage, and it's time we treated it with respect. Perimenopause isn't rare, it isn't shameful, and it certainly isn't optional. It affects every woman, and yet for decades we've left women to navigate it alone. But that silence is ending across workplaces, across cultures, and across platforms. Women are speaking up. Thank you for listening to Working Through It. Like and subscribe for more hidden conversations.